Hiya. I just thought I'd do a quick video on why I've been away recently. I say recently, since I'd say about September last year, and it's a bit longer than that, I don't know. Anyway, a lot of you knew and commented on various other media to me when my mother, who had dementia, she'd had a fall, she broke her hip, and things went downhill from there. She got pneumonia, I think it was about 3 times. Eventually in October she passed, and we all wished for our parents to pass peacefully, but it wasn't. It was quite horrific at the end, and quite traumatic for the rest of the family, for all of us really, but 3 of my sisters took it very badly, and it affected their lives very badly, so quite a bit of care and running about there to give my sisters some backup. After all, 2 of them at least had spent most the last, I think, 8-9 years being with her virtually 24/7. They'd put their life on hold to do that, which is, you know, what family does. Anyway, she passed in October, and we had the funeral by November, and during November then my daughter's husband left her after 8 years, ran off with another woman basically, so it was a bit of a shitstorm, and I had to spend an awful lot of time really keeping everybody sane and from doing silly things. So anyway, I'm trying to get back on track. I've been a long way from away from videos long. I still get a lot of questions on some of my older videos, and I still get people saying, when you're coming back, and I want to see you do this, that and the other. I've had to narrow things down in my life a little bit. Money is always one of the biggest concerns with anybody doing videos when they start out, but I've also I didn't want to do a video about prostate cancer and such like, because I'd had prostate problems, and I'd had 40% of my prostate removed. I've now found out that I'm having prostate problems again, so I've got to start going to the hospital from next week to have tests to find out how serious it is and where it's going. So you have to juggle things, and as everybody will know, the family always comes first, doesn't it? But anyway, I'm beginning to find a little time now. I've lost one element of my life, and that was ergoning. I've been a member of an ergon club since 2005, I think it was, and it started to take a direction that was against the constitution and ethic of the club, and I wasn't happy with it and decided to leave. That was 2 days of a week of my life, being a committee member, a non-committee member. Always been very involved, so I left a bit of an hole there. So I thought, right, start getting rid of the things that are on the fringes that aren't important, and try and provide a focus. So a new element in my life, I mean, I think a lot of us tried over the years, is throwing knives, and I've been watching various people over the years. I think the first one I started with was Fast Action Knives, Fab, and it kind of graduated on from there. There was various people who I subbed on YouTube and followed, and I found that it weren't quite. You think you're watching, you think you're observing, but you're not. And like everybody else, you go out, you have a few throws, and it doesn't work, and you think, oh well, I've not got the knack, but there's more to it. And so I joined the UK organisation for knife throwing. I did have some knives to start with, still in my collection, and started learning how to throw. And there are set distances rather, and there are ways to go about it. You can't just stand any distance and anywhere and throw, at least not to start with. Once you've got a bit of a knack of it, then you can start doing what they call instinctive throwing. But anyway, so that's one aspect of my life that's going to start to develop a little bit once I get the hang of it. I won't be touching on ergoning quite as much because there will be nothing new really, other than if I manage to get back out on my permission and do hunting, that'd be about the only thing that I'd start to come back in on it. I've acquired over the years a lot of knives that I haven't done reviews on, and I've held back on reviews when I've seen, or talked as much as reviews about particular knives, when I've seen masses of people suddenly diving on that subject. And Jim, a friend of mine at Nicest Knives, who does a regular bi-weekly video review on knives, and even does a beer review now on Fridays, which is quite interesting. As soon as he's reviewed something, he seems to stimulate a lot of other people into doing it, and so there's suddenly a big rush to do things, and I have no desire to be one of 10 people doing the same knife. That's boring. You start to avoid stuff like that. So I've held off a bit because there are some things that I still want to talk about, some knives that I've had that have not gone on video that I want to put in review at some point. And there'll be a few other things as well. Not many people looked in or viewed or commented on somebody to do with model making. Model making was a big part of my life at one time, and I was a competition model maker, and I won a lot of medals and certificates and whatnot for the amount of model making I did, or rather the skill in the painting and the building. And so that will be popping back in my life. I was also a big railway modeller, engaged railway modeller at one time, and I started to dig my stuff out, and I didn't realise I gathered so much stuff. So a couple of people on the model making train side have asked me to do a video of the amount of trains and style and type of trains I've got, so I haven't got a track set up, but I might just do that at some point as well. There's a lot of little things I want to touch on, and there's a lot of things to do with survival, etc. that I also will shove into quick reviews that hopefully not many other people have touched on, at least in my subgroup anyway. And then it doesn't seem like you're being bombarded with the same thing every time you log in. But anyway, I said last year that I were back, and then, like I said, things slid downhill until my mum died. She wasn't the only one. There was actually a lot of people died. It's the age I'm at, the age group these people are in as well. Aunties, uncles, cousins, friends. It was a big thing through November, December. October, November, December, yeah. Perhaps a bit before that. I'm not going to delve into it too much. I don't want to depress people, but I just wanted you to know why I've been away, and I was going to try and come back. I seem to be developing a sore throat again, so I picked the wrong time really to do the video. I have another little video coming up that I've done quickly, and it'll come up after this one, on paint dipping, hydrographic dipping. It's a double barrel thing, which was a thing that I talked about with the Sergeant Fruitcake, who's also on my subs list, who does all sorts of like survivally type stuff and other things. So look him up. In fact, I don't sub to anybody who's an half-arse. Either are an interesting subject or they're not. And if they are interesting subjects and they can keep my attention, then I'm sure they'll keep your attention. Have a look through your subs and give them all a sub and a shake. Okay? That's me for now. Keep well, keep strong.